local economy to grow by 86% and CDC conducts rapid assessment following heavy rains. It's Monday, November 4 and it's 51 days until Christmas. Here's what's making the news. The Cooperative Republic of Guyana can see its economy grow by 86% next year, after expanding 4.4% this year, according to the International Monetary Fund. That is 14 times the projected pace of China and driven by ExxonMobil's discovery of oil. Minister of Finance, the Honorable Winston Jordan, in an invited comment said, and I quote, "We're moving from a very low base to a stratospheric leap," end of quote. While Guyana's annual gross domestic product is $4 billion, it will expand to about $15 billion by 2024, according to the IMF. The government plans to use some of the monies derived from its royalties to build highways to connect coastal towns to sparsely populated interior, which has gold, diamond, and bauxite deposits, Minister Jordan said. The oil sector will represent about 40% of the economy within the 5 years, the IMF calculates. The government expects the initial $300 million a year in revenue from profit sharing and royalties to more than double after a second offshore well starts production around 2022. According to Minister Jordan, that money will go directly to a sovereign wealth fund the country will establish this year and will be used for intergenerational savings, to protect against oil prices swings and to fund developmental plans. Minister of Natural Resources, the Honorable Raphael Trotman, met with the consultancy team for the restructuring of the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission. The consultancy team is expected to thoroughly review the GGMC's operating procedures and structure.
Reviewing the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission GGMC's operating procedures, structure and functions is being done to ensure that the government agency is prepared and in line with international standards as Guyana heads into a new era of an oil and gas-based economy.
A general review of our operating procedures, our functions, our structure, with the intention that with the mandate that we have and the changing sector that we will be going into the next decade with, the Commission has to do some change management. We have to reorganize ourselves and we have to make sure that we become efficient with the resources that are available to us.
The Jamaica-based A to Z consultancy firm, which was retained by the GGMC earlier in this year for the exercise, met on Monday at the GGMC Brickdam office to provide Minister of Natural Resources, the Honorable Raphael Trotman, with an update on their observation thus far.
Today they are to give a kind of a preliminary report on where things are. I know that this agency has come in for quite a bit of scrutiny. I believe that the management and staff of the GGMC are hardworking, wanting to do their best for the country, not pretending that they know everything and getting everything right. And so we believe that this consultancy will help us to move forward.
The first official report should be compiled and presented by December 31st, 2019. Felicia Valenzuela, InfoHub.
Following the recent rainfall, a flood advisory warning is being issued. The Hydromet Office reports that residents in Regions 1 through 5, 7, 10, and Northern Region 6 can expect thunderstorms during the afternoon and evening hours. Rainfall is expected to range between 1 and 2 inches. Wednesday will see rain in Regions 2 through 5. The Civil Defense Commission today conducted assessments of communities across Region 4 to assess the impact of the flood due to the heavy rainfall. According to the CDC, the Georgetown Mayor and City Council reported that all pumps around the city are working and the sluice doors were open during the course of the afternoon. Rapid assessments were done in the communities across Georgetown, including Rheinveld, Sophia, Kitty, and Main Street, as well as the environs around the Georgetown Public Hospital, where it has been reported that floodwaters have receded. The general public is advised to report any instance of flooding to the Civil Defense Commission 24 Hours National Emergency Monitoring System on 623-1700, 600-5700, or 226-1114. Over the weekend, a state-of-the-art lapidary in the Region 8 community of Monkey Mountain was commissioned.
Residents of the Monkey Mountain village in Region 8 will now be producing jewelry made from semi-precious stones found on the plains of the North Pacaraima Mountains, as a $60 million lapidary facility was commissioned in the community. The facility was officially declared open by First Lady Mrs. Sandra Granger, who said that the project is in keeping with the Decade of Development, which was declared by President David Granger.
The opening of this lapidary represents the convergence of fulfillment of several promises because it combines poverty reduction, employment and youth service, happy household, cultural development, and sustainable tourism development. Trained citizens of this community will be reaping the benefits of the many and various precious and semi-precious stones found in this region.
Minister of Indigenous Peoples Affairs Sidney Allicock said that the project aims to enhance the living standard of the indigenous peoples within the sub-region.
Our focus specific to these programs and projects can be summarized as a mission to make our young people employable and fit for purpose through skills training.
It is equipped with modern equipment that will be used to cut, engrave, and polish the semi-precious stone. 10 youths were trained in neighboring Brazil to man and operate the facility. The project will benefit some 20 persons from within Monkey Mountain and also neighboring communities of Tusaning, Maikwak, and Taruka. From the beautiful Monkey Mountain village in the North Pacaraima, with videographer Leon Leong, I am Sinika Thorne for InfoHub.
Still to come, 12th Annual Medical Research Conference opens and craft exhibitors get a boost from Agri Tourism Expo. Details after the break. Thanks for staying with us. In its pursuit to promote the culture and practice of quality research in Guyana, the Institute of Health Science Education held its 12th Annual Medical Research Conference at the Artichung Conference Center on Sunday.
The forum, which brought together renowned medical practitioners and other health officials, saw several research presentations which elicited fascinating medical discourse between the officials and the attendees. It was observed that this can translate into beneficial health opportunities for all Guyanese. Minister of Public Health, the Honorable Vala Lawrence, said the Institute debuted the conference in 2008, which aimed at improving the health sector and further optimizing the delivery of healthcare.
Allow me, therefore, to commend the recipients and the Institute of Health Science Education for providing this forum whereby we can acknowledge those who are devoting their energies towards the enhancement through research of healthcare in Guyana.
Minister Lawrence said the 2019 theme, Promoting Research for Safe Patient Care, mirrors the mandate of our ministry, which seeks to cater for the needs of Guyana's populace as it strives conscientiously to advance healthcare delivery services.
I do concur. The significance of research cannot be underestimated, and so it is the remit of the ministry to do its utmost to encourage and invest in medical research.
Director of Institute of Health Science Education, Dr. Alexander Harvey, told a room of medical specialists that this year's conference is the largest of its kind and is the highlight of the research year for many health practitioners.
During this 12th year of hosting this event, we've done quite a lot of work at the IHSC as we continue in our mission to promote the culture and practices of quality research in our local environment.
Among the research papers presented was emergency readiness in primary healthcare, an assessment on the incidence of depression among patients attending the chronic disease clinic at the Campbellville Health Center, and the implementation of a hand-washing campaign at the Accident and Emergency Department of the Georgetown Public Hospital. There was also a presentation by Dr. Keith Cummings on hypertension management. Shaquille Bourne for InfoHub.
Still in health matters, the importance of the expanded immunization program in Guyana has been highlighted, coupled with the need to safeguard maternal and child health care services countrywide. This is being conducted as the final review meeting for the program is being hosted.
With Guyana maintaining an excellent vaccination coverage and more work being done to reduce maternal and child mortality, healthcare workers met to review quarterly performances so as to improve on the work achieved thus far. Over the next 3 days, discussions will focus on having staff apprised on the MCH work plan with regards to eliminating maternal deaths and achieving 100% vaccination coverage. Public Health Minister Valda Lawrence alluded to the fact that there is need for innovation in achieving goals in this regard.
Immunization and technology. You know, sometimes you go to these conferences and you hear presentations from many other countries, some of them not as big and as wealthy as ours, but they have been smart in the way in which they spend their monies. We cannot continue to think and behave the way we are doing presently. And so we have to ensure that we find innovative ways.
PAHO's representative in Guyana, Dr. William Adukro, noted that the ministry will be supported through many technological initiatives, one being the use of drones to transport critical medical supplies to hinterland areas.
There are places in our country that is so far and so difficult to reach that not even contractors with having been given a bit of money would like to reach. I'm happy, PAHO, we are also working with the ministry. I think by the fourth week of this month, we are sending one person from ministry and one person from a drone company to visit Malawi. We are going to be using drones to send supplies, to these hard-to-reach, places.
Nurses, midwives, and regional health officers, especially from bordering regions, are being engaged at this meeting. For InfoHub, Delicia Haynes.
For Irene Bacchus Holder, the proud owner of Amazon Authentic, the inaugural Agri-Tourism Expo created a buzz and timely promotion for herself and other local craft producers heading into the holiday season. The expo was recently held at the Artichon Conference Center.
Using wood and pyrographics, which is the burning of designs onto wood, Bacchus Holder makes eye-catching pieces from the functional to the artistic. The artist, who has been perfecting her craft for the past 17 years, said it initially began as a pastime.
It started as a hobby, and where I produce pyrography on boxes, where I did that and I offered it to Guyana stores, and they placed my first order. And then from that, I got into working with wood and then branched off into the beautiful species.
With so many years under her belt, Bacchus Holder said the journey is one that she would not change.
It takes a while to get recognized, to develop the product line, to get the quality and so on as demanded by the public, and, to raise the level.
She said the first ever Agri-Tourism Expo introduced her to more persons who were not aware of her work, and that of other craft producers who attended the event. Sales, she noted, has been good.
Everybody is wowed by the originality of our work, myself as well as the other producers here. And yes, people are coming in and looking and buying.
Neola Dimon, InfoHub.
As we close, here's a reminder from the Guyana Elections Commission.
GCOM's preliminary list of electors is now on its website, www.gcom.org.gy. Citizens are reminded to check the voters list to ensure their names are on it. GCOM's claims and objection exercise began on October 1st and will end on November 18, 2019. During this time, the following persons can check the registration office in their respective districts to verify their registration records for inclusion on the list of electors. Persons who are 18 years or older or will become 18 by December 31st, 2019. And Guyanese citizens by birth, descent, naturalization or registration, and a citizen of a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for no less than a year before December 31st, 2019. Also, persons whose names appear on the Central Registrar can make changes or corrections during this period. GCOM's claims and objection exercise is being conducted at all GCOM offices throughout the country.
That's all for today. Connect with us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and YouTube. Much more news is on our website, dpi.gov.gy, and pop over to Instagram for the latest photo updates at DPI Guyana. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Goodbye for now.